So this morning, the 15th of July, we're out along the Blackwater Valley path, and you can see the Blackwater Valley River, and just a little bit behind us it runs out and goes under the Blackwater Valley Road, where it continues on. The specific point of this morning is to show people what the Bridleway looks like and what this controversy is, which is definitely worth understanding. And actually, maybe I'll let Dougal and Murphy explain it. The Blackwater Valley path goes due south from Frimley towards Aldershot and the Hogsback Road, which goes to Guildford. But there are a series of lakes called the Frimley Lakes, and when you come on to the Blackwater Valley path, the first set of lakes are right there, and then this is the second one here, and these are all owned by a private company that stocks fish in there, and they have constructed, as you can see, quite an unpleasant barbed wire fence to stop any of the locals getting near their beloved lakes, which of course they didn't create. And so this is the third of the Frimley Lakes here. And this path goes exactly beside the Blackwater Valley Road, and if you're on that road, once you get on at Frimley, the very first overpass that you come to is exactly 1 mile from Frimley, and that's where the Bridleway is. So at the end of that first mile of the Blackwater Valley path, there's a gate, and you can see the area that's fenced off for the Frimley Pits Fishery Group, who allocated some great nature. After you go through that gate, you come around because there's a footpath overpass, and which goes right up there, and that leads to a school called Farnborough on the Hill, and that leads to the Farnborough train station. So this path is kind of an important path for the local people of Frimley Green who use the Farnborough train station, which is quite a few, because it's got really fast service. The Bridleway is just a walking path, as you can see, fences on both sides. No barbed wire though. The next set of Frimley Lakes, as you can see, are right over there, and it's home to a lot of wildlife, particularly Canada geese. The path is sort of maintained by Surrey County Council. It's supposed to be, but it's not maintained very often. And you can see a light post there, and you can see how people use their bikes to get to work down this path. So as you come to the top of the Bridleway path, and you won't have noticed any turds from horses or any horses, because whilst it used to be a bridleway probably hundreds of years ago, its use as a bridleway has ended quite a long time ago. And so this is what the view looks like when as you're walking in, you come up on it, and you can see the gate is considerably far back from the tracks, and you are unable to see what's going on. This is one of the many series of signs along the path about the Frimley Pits Fishery. And these lakes were all gravel pits many years ago. And then here's the signs that you get up to. So you can see that as you're walking up, you can't see hardly anything, maybe 100 feet to your left and sort of 40 or 50 feet to your right. This is the petition information that's on there. And Network Rail wants to upgrade this, but they can't justify spending the money as a bridleway crossing. So when you come up to the track here, you can see the track bends heavily there and bends heavily down there. So you can't really see anything until you're really right up on the track. And so it's clearly something that we need to fix, like from the hatches. And this is obviously the difficulty. And so you can see what happens when a bike rider comes here in the morning, and you've got to take a careful look around here about what's going on. This is the quaint little road called the Hatches. And since the Frimley Pits fishery people have fenced off and barbed wired off their fishing compound, you don't get all the fishermen parking up here and taking all their fishing gear and stuff across through that crossing to go fishing. And so it's quite quiet now, but there's, this is a residential neighborhood. You're now right into the heart of Frimley Green, or the Frimley Green residential area. Right off to the right, right around there, you'll see the road to the green in the center of Frimley Green. And then here's the sign up on the top, which we can zoom in on real quick. So you can see that's where the sign is to the Blackwater Valley. We're back to base now. Dougal, did you have a good time? So everybody's been walked and watered, and Murphy's being fed. So you might wonder what the issue is with this bridleway thing. Well, it's really quite simple. Because it's unsafe, Network Rail wants to put in some good signaling measures to signal the train that there are people at the crossing, and the other way around as well. But we've got one councillor who's absolutely demanded that they put in the signaling infrastructure for people on horses, which means that they have to have the buttons that you push way up high, and it more than doubles the cost if you're going to do that, which they'd be willing to do if it had ever been used for a horse. Now, we've lived here in Frimley well, over 7.5 years. We've never seen a horse on there. We've also never seen a horse turd, showing that there was evidence of any horses on there. So we really want to support Network Rail and Surrey County Council in just putting in the signaling infrastructure for pedestrians and people on bikes, because it's a valuable path for people to get from Frimley Green to the Farnborough train station and to Farnborough on the Hill School, so a lot of the kids use it. It's an important place, so hopefully that makes it clear.